Hi Metalheads, willkommen zum Metalheads Forever, Show Nummer 344 am 4.5.2022. Schön, dass ihr dabei seid, Mitte der Woche und ein legendärer Abend, mit Sicherheit. Hoffentlich, wenn die Leitung steht, wir haben keinen Test, es muss alles heute nahtlos weitergehen. Für alle, die jetzt schon hoffen, dass ANVIL gleich kommt, nein, ihr müsst eine Stunde warten ungefähr. Ab 21 Uhr ist Lips frei, da hat mich ein Interview davor und dann wird er reinkommen. Aber ich habe natürlich einen geilen Soundtrack zusammengestellt, und zwar Metal vom Feinsten, Best of Metal, fast für jeden was dabei. Also freut euch auf einen coolen Abend, habt genug zu trinken, genug zu essen, denn ich glaube, es wird ein langer Abend. Okay? So, ein langer Abend voll auf Heavy Metal. So, ich freue mich ich habe mich wirklich auf diesen Tag gefreut, weil ich habe Lips ja schon kennengelernt, ich hatte ja schon das Vergnügen, mit ihm mal zu reden. Ein super cooler Typ, der wirklich was zu erzählen hat und eine Legende, Freunde. Der macht das schon über 40 Jahre und ja, bin gespannt, was in 2 Jahren passiert ist, seitdem ich das letzte Mal gesehen habe. Aber wir sagen, jetzt geht es mal los mit unserem Partner. Jetzt muss ich daran gewohnt, dass wir jetzt einen Partner haben. Jawohl, Mike's Metal Store, unser neuer Partner. Und wer Mike's Metal Store ist? Gerade vorher habe ich mit Mike gesprochen. Wir haben am Freitag, ist eine Band ausgefallen, machen wir einen speziellen Abend mal für den Fanclub mehr und wir stellen unseren Partner Mike's Metal Store vor. Mit ein paar Überraschungen. Seid dabei am Freitag ab 20 Uhr. Wird mit Sicherheit ein sehr, sehr cooler Abend. So, Freunde, erstmal der Trailer und dann geht es gleich weiter nahtlos mit einer Legende. Wir sind dran, dass wir sie auch bekommen. Wir sind im Gespräch und ich hoffe, dass bald klappt. Und zwar Accept sind heute unser erster, die einen schönen Song drüber geschrieben haben über den ganzen Wahnsinn, was uns die letzten 2 Jahre um die Ohren gehauen hat. Und zwar Pandemic. Also erstmal der Trailer, Mike's Metal Store und dann kommt gleich Accept. Let the Madness begin.
Screaming in your bloodstream.
Hell yeah. Accept Pandemic. So ein Groover. Saugeil. Der nächste Gentleman, auf den freue ich mich. Der kommt mich auch bald zu uns in die Sendung. War schon bei uns und ist auch einer unserer Headliner von unserem Sampler. Unser METALHEADS FOREVER Sampler, wo Ende des Jahres rauskommt. Und zwar Hellstar. Hier ist James Rivera. Ein lieber Freund mittlerweile. Pain will be thy name. Attacke, Freunde. Holy shit. James Rivera, der kann es immer noch. Das war Hellstar am 29.06. bei uns zu Gast. Freue mich wieder auf ihn. Tja, ein Kracher nach anderen kommt jetzt, bis Lipsy endlich einloggt. Also müssen wir gedulden. Ich bin auch gespannt. Ich freue mich auf ihn. Aber ich habe gesagt, ich habe etwas zusammengestellt. Für jeden was dabei. Aber die ersten halbe Stunde ein Kracher nach anderen. Und wer kann besser krachen momentan als Creator? Wir werden sagen, yes! Ich muss sofort bei jedem sagen, ja, genau, den möchte ich anhören. Geil, jawohl. Creator 666 World Divided Attacke.
If I
was soll ich sagen? Absolut geil. Creator 66 World Divided. Creator natürlich. Herr Kinder, bitte zur Kasse, die müssen wir mal holen. Mensch, Creator, langfällig. Wer Connection zu Mille hat und so, anrufen, reinbringen. Dann wird die wieder noch geil, oder? So, und die nächste Band, auch ein Brecher. Ich werde es ein bisschen durchmischen. Am Anfang gleich mal eine Vollbedienung und dann gehen wir ein bisschen runter, damit wir uns ein bisschen mehr Richtung ANVIL rantasten. Aber bevor es losgeht, erst einmal ein paar Grüße reinhauen. Und ganz liebe unsere Pallas-Freunde. Servus Pallas. Sehr, sehr geile Band. Wird immer gern gespielt. Jawohl. So, weiter geht's mit Onslaught und 66 Also heute ist die Sechse irgendwie heißt voll viel Sex dabei. Muss ich schon sagen. Auf geht's. Onslaught.
Extreme aggressive
Vollbedienung, absolut. Auch eine Band, wir würden sehr gerne mal interviewen, diese Schreihälse. Und jetzt, wenn sie alle da sind, alle am Bang seid, dann könnt ihr irgendwann mit so ins Bett gehen und sagen, atemlos in die Nacht. Das würde ich auch. So, Freunde, ein paar harte mache ich noch und dann gehen wir ein bisschen mehr in die Anfang 90er, Ende 80er Reihe. Nämlich eine ganz coole Band, schon mal gespielt, legendär, aber aufpassen. Da wird sich der Heli gleich freuen, garantiert. Da, immer wenn die Band spielt, schreit der Hurra, aber nicht die jetzige. Der Gentleman war auch schon bei uns natürlich, und zwar der Thomas von Debauchery und Starchild in, was ist das noch? Starchild in der Godspire-Attacke.
Righteous fire, clean up demon liars, angels of death and war, hail to the fire throne, star child in that Godspire, fortune to hell with dragons fire, star child in that Godspire. Fortune hell by dragon's fire. God's fire. God's fire. God's fire. The star child in God's fire. Defender against invasion, protector of your kingdom, protector of your life, thriving in an age of strife, star child in the Godspire, fortune held by dragon's fire, star jump in the Godspire, fortune hell, a dragon's fire.
Jawohl, das waren die kurzen noch, sehe ich gerade. Auch der nächste. Und zwar Roster Boss, war auch schon unser Gast und legendär natürlich. Roster Boss und hier Glory to the Slain.
Liebe Leute, drückt auf die Glocke hier, weil ihr müsst unbedingt mitkriegen, wenn hier wieder was Neues läuft. Auf die Glocke drücken! Ganz wichtig!
This is where I say.
Hi there, this is Mark Storace and you're watching Metalheads Forever.
Jawohl, Mark Storace, in Rock Reloaded und. Was gibt's denn Besseres? So geil. So, habt ihr schon mal geliked? Unser André hat es, wie gesagt, auf die Glocke drücken. Glocke, abonnieren, liken. Das muss ins Blut übergehen, Freunde. Und wenn ihr ganz Lust habt, dass ihr heute mal diesen legendären Abend heute mal mit euren Freunden teilen wollt, dann geht doch mal unten rein, da ist Teilen. Drückt mal auf Teilen und schreibt doch bei euch in Facebook rein. Geile Sendung, schaut mal rein. Heute geile Mucke. Wie es die Heike sagt. Geile Mucke heute. Und ich habe ja richtig Spaß gehabt, heute das zusammenzustellen, weil ich genau gewusst habe, heute sind viele da, die sich auf Lips oder ANVIL freuen. Wer weiß, ob Lips allein ist oder keine Ahnung. Alle, die jetzt schon da warten, ab 21 Uhr habe ich erst in der Show, hoffentlich klappt die Leitung. Wir haben keinen Testen, konnten nichts machen. Also hofft man, dass alles gut läuft, aber bis dahin. Und wenn es nicht geht, wenn er nicht kommt, dann habe ich genug Material hier, dass es weitergeht. Also kein Problem. Heute haben wir genau den Sound, den ihr braucht, nämlich einen geilen Mittwochabend mit Heavy Metal. Und jetzt gehen wir mal zurück in die End-80er, nämlich eine coole Band, wo ich im niederbayerischen Straubing schon aufgeschaut habe, weil die haben es geschafft. Ich rede jetzt nicht von Bonfire, weil die waren in Ingolstadt. Es gab eine Band in München, da haben wir alle aufgeschaut, weil das war damals, die haben ein Album gemacht und so. Richtig cooler, geiler Metal made in Bavaria. Jawohl, hier sind Railway, Lick It und Stick It. Attacke. der Gitarrist, wo also Anfang 90er eingestiegen ist, der Armin Köberl, war mein Gitarrist in den 80er in meiner eigenen Band. Und ich habe ihn natürlich letztes Mal angeschrieben und sage, du, Armin, schaut's denn aus? Mal so eine Retro-Nacht zu machen mit Railway. Aber er gesagt, du, die Haslinger Burm, also die machen nichts mehr, die sind durch mit dem. Also schade, ich hätte gerne mal so ein Special gemacht mit Railway. Und ja, ich sehe schon, ein paar von euch, die erinnern sich an die Zeiten. Und ja, war einfach eine geile Zeit. Ne? Kann man sagen, was er will. Und wie vielleicht Railway heute klingen würden, ja, vielleicht nicht so sleazy, aber auch so ein geiler Groove. Die Band heißt Midnight Eve und Bad Brand. Die machen auch Attacke und die machen Spaß, die zuzuschauen. Here we go, Midnight Eve. Gibt es eine schöne Zeitverschwendung? Zeitvertreib nicht Verschwendung. Zeitvertreib mit der weltbesten Musik? Nein. Heavy Metal, Hardrock, das ist fürs Herz. Und jawohl. Und ja, Zeitvertreibung meine ich jetzt, wir müssen warten auf unseren Gast heute. Die Verschwendung, was habe ich da gesagt? Gottes Willen. Da könnt ihr mal gleich bashen. Da spinnt der. Verschwendung, sagt er. Nein, wir vertreiben sie mit der weltbesten Musik. Und auch eine so geile Band, Midnight Eve. Eine Band, die schon bei uns waren und wir schon auf dem Zettel haben, dass wir sie wieder einladen und super sympathisch und auch ein geiler Sound ist aus der Schweiz. Und ganz liebe Grüße jetzt und lieber Thomas, ganz liebe Grüße in die Schweiz. Der Song ist für dich jetzt mal und zwar Black Diamonds, Vampires of the Night. Here we go.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Black Diamonds, Vampires of the Night. Tja, langsam hoffe ich, dass er sich bald einloggt. Noch ist er nicht da, aber er ist, wie gesagt, in einem Interview und hoffe, dass alles klar geht. Mittlerweile ist es so, wenn ich jetzt das Programm zusammenstelle, dann denke ich immer schon an unsere vom Fanclub. Denk von das, denk voll das, denk voll das. Gestern war es mit Deep Sun bei Michael Lohrmann. Dann, als ich heute Black Diamonds, habe ich jetzt an den Thomas gedacht. Und bei der nächsten Dame habe ich an das Daniel gedacht, weil ich weiß, dass das der größte Wunsch ist, die mal zu sehen und so. Oder hat sie ja schon, glaube ich, kennengelernt. Wenn ich mich richtig erinnere. Kannst du gerne schreiben. Also ich habe sie kennengelernt schon und wir sind ein bisschen näher gekommen, dass wir sie einladen können. Einen nächsten Schritt haben wir aber noch nicht bestätigt. Hoffentlich klappt es mal, und zwar die liebe Doro Pesch. Und der Song ist für dich, liebe Daniel, sogar ein bisschen mit Liebe, und dann geht es doch zur Sache. Hier ist Doro featuring Johann Heck heißt er, genau. Hier ist Doro. If I can't have you, no one will.
If I can't have you, no one will. 'Cause you're mine forever. You're mine forever and a day.
Very thin between love and hate. You know that you belong to me. You cannot fight your fate.
Grief is the price you pay. Will be mine my way. Forever and a day. Come what may. Oh, come what may. If I can't have you, then nobody will. If I can't have you,
Then no one will. 'Cause you're mine.
if I can't have you, then nobody will. I can't have you,
Then no one will.
'cause you're mine forever.
I will give you everything that you might need. All I ask in return is that you'll never leave.
Grief is the price we pay. You wanna be mine my way. Forever and a day. Oh, come what may. I can't have you, then nobody will. I can't have you, and no one will. 'Cause you're mine. I can't have you, and nobody will. 'Cause you're mine forever. And nobody will. 'Cause you're mine forever. I can't have you. I can't have you. Grief is the price you pay. You will be mine my way. Forever and a day. Come what may. Oh, come what may. I can't have you, then nobody will. 'Cause you're mine. I can't have you, and no one will. If I can't have you, then nobody will. Forever, can't
Mike Torelli from Holy Mother.
Greg from Holy Mother.
Wayne from Holy Mother.
And you're watching Metalheads Forever.
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 Weiter geht's mit Gebrüll. Und zwar, natürlich, unsere Heike hat sich auch, ich habe mir aufgefallen, da war mal eine Band bei uns hier, eigentlich gar nicht so spektakulär, habe ich gedacht, so, dabei haben die wirklich Eindruck hinterlassen, aber wie, ich habe sie nicht gekannt, muss ich ganz ehrlich sagen, und der Name war einer der, also ein komischer Name war es gewesen, aber mittlerweile gefällt er mir auch, und zwar die Band, Mein Kopf ist ein brutaler Ort. Und der Song, liebe Heike, ist speziell für dich, liebes Waffeleisen, ganz speziell für dich, und zwar Atemlos, Atemzug heißt der Song. Here we go. Holy shit. Jawohl. Mein Kopf ist ein brutaler Ort. War schon überraschend, die Band. Und die Heike, jetzt habe ich gar nicht gelesen. Hast du das überhaupt mitgekriegt, dass der Song jetzt für dich war, liebe Heike? Da macht du was für sie und dann wird es nicht anerkannt. So schaut es aus. Heike, unglaublich. So, aber ich werde jetzt einen von unserer Mitte spielen, nämlich unseren lieben Michael Müller und sein Basement Prophecy. Wir haben auch in unserer Mitte ganz geile Mucker. Und ein sehr, sehr cooler Song ist Into Another World. Hier ist Basement Prophecy. Und hoffentlich lockt er sich bald ein, der liebe Lips. Ich warte, ich bin gespannt. Here we go. Hier ist Basement Prophecy. Basement Prophecy, das ist unser lieber Michael Müller. Na, geil. Sehr, sehr cool. Freunde, good news. Lips ist in der House. Ich habe ihn schon gesehen und jawohl. Ich würde sagen, da fangen wir noch gleich an. Pünktlich, ja, leck mich am Arsch. Die Kanadier, die sind pünktlich. Wunderbar. Und zwar einer der neuesten Songs von ANVIL. Hier ist Ghost Shadow und dann gleich live im Interview Lips.
Something I can't see, no shape or form, invisibility. Always there, but I never know. Benign or hostile, friend or foe. Ghost, shadow, ghost, shadow, haunting my soul. I feel it there. Better or worse, or should I care? Coming after me. Something you can't see. Feel the presence near. No shred of fear. Ghost, shadow, ghost, shadow, ghost, shadow, ghost, shadow.
Unser Partner Mike's Metal Store. Und jetzt freue ich mich auf einen ganz speziellen Gast, eine Legende seit über 40 Jahren im Heavy Metal Business. Welcome, Lips from ANVIL.
Hey everyone.
Hi man. Good to see you again, my friend.
Good to be seen.
Well, I heard you have had another interview before. I hope you have enough power for Metalheads Forever.
Oh, there's always some in reserve.
I know. Lips, 2 years ago, nearly 1.5 years ago, I saw you the very first time. You remember our interview?
No, but I'm being honest.
Oh,
I don't remember.
I look different. I had a beard.
Yeah, you know what? No offense, but I'm really bad like that. I don't remember anybody. Very, very seldom. Very
that's
bad
good for me.
I try,
we have always the same
million things to remember, man.
You know, I remember you very well when I saw you very first time in the early 80s, when in the Metal Hammer was a photo from you and the dildo. Is the dildo still part of the show, or is this already rotten?
No, of course it is. Never gonna go. Never gonna stop.
Lips, we have always the same. We want to know who is the metalhead. Go back to your childhood. What was your first big star you fantasized to be on stage? I guess in the 70s must be. What was the first? Was guitar even your first instrument?
Oh yeah, and as a kid, I was immediately intrigued by guitar, because being born in 1956, I was aware of what Elvis Presley was. You know what I mean? So it's everything. And then I mean, Elvis is only the tip of the iceberg. The real people that meant the most were people like Chuck Berry. I mean, that's the prototype to what I do. That's I do the same thing. He invented it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the real shit. You know, that's how a guitar player, that's how you front a band. It's the every aspect of what I do. That guy did it first. He doesn't play with his vibrator, but he did everything else.
I think that was invented. In this time they had Cookam and so stuff.
I invented that. I didn't know what else.
You are the brave motherfucker who had the dildo. And I remember like yesterday, I say, what the hell is this now? With his spandex shorts and the dildo. And yeah, Lips, what was the first band, actually rock band, what brought you to this road? I mean, nobody can deny, and even the biggest name in the metal business said it, like Lars Ulrich or Slash or you name it. But what was the first, the magic moment you said, man, I want to do like this, and I want to be, this is my road? Was there a band?
I was very young, man. So seeing the Beatles on TV was a huge thing. But it wasn't just the Beatles. It was more so actually the Rolling Stones. I really loved the Rolling Stones as a child. And probably the first guitar riff I ever learned was Satisfaction. And so, and that's really the first heavy metal riff. That's riff music. That's the magic right there. That's the shit. That the world is not fucking, it hasn't stopped. Endless. That's what heavy metal is. It's all about the riffs, about riff music, you know? And if you haven't got a riff, you haven't got a song. So that's the way that works.
Before we go ahead and talk about the music, the legacy, this is unbelievable. We have to do something today, because when I announced this was actually a replacement today, and I had you so long on the list that we do an interview again, but it was not in a metal show. It was a morning show when we did the interview. So you have no idea this. So that's why you not recognize this. But we have to say hello to all the fans, because they're waiting an hour already, and they're all excited that the legend Lips is here. And the very first is a very, very cool festival in Austria. You have to be there one day. Austria, the Indie Rock Reloaded Festival. It's amazing. So keep in mind,
that would be great. Generally, festivals, we don't bother with them.
You belong there, I tell you. You belong there.
Yeah, that summertime for Anvil is time to do Canada.
Yeah.
Because
anyway,
Canada
we go.
Is one of those places that you don't want to play Canada in the winter time.
Yeah. The next is our chapter chief from Bavaria. We have 10 chapters, fan club chapters from Metalheads Forever. This is Michael. He loves you. You know, we talk about this long time. Our chapter chief in Bremen says hello. Michael says hello. Peter says hello. Our main booker from Berlin,
is totally live. Yeah. Wow. Cool.
That is absolute live. We have a live audience here, and they're waiting for you. Daniel, she's waiting for you. Then we have here somebody. ANVIL rules. I hope the show in Duisburg, Germany, can finally take place. So,
see, there you go. So yeah, we're finally going to do the shows that everybody missed.
Okay, that's news from the man, you know. Okay, Palace, great band.
Yes.
Mysterica,
Metallica tribute. Back. Mad Professor. The Mad Professor, where is he? Is that him? That's Palace. Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, Palace. That is your day. And I have something with Palace in common too. Maybe soon. So, Mysterica here. Our social media guy, Flo. Our chief in social media. He's the singer from Metallica cover. He's the shit. He sounds like Hetfield, I can tell you.
Well,
the Heli in Munich, he says hello. So we have to do it today. So they will be happy that you read this. And a lot of beers is as written. He's the A&R from NRT Records and the booker from the In Rock Reloaded Festival. And what we have more? Iron Heike, he's the crazy one in our group. He says hello.
Yeah, moin.
and the boss, of course, from the In Rock Reloaded Festival.
Oh yeah.
And Dirk Heinz, he's our chapter chief, Nordrhein-Westfalen, Wolfi, and our chapter chief in Switzerland here also. Man, all day, all here today, all for you, my friend.
Wow, very nice. Thank you.
So
great to be here.
He saw you in 2018 at the Rock Hearts Festival. He saw you.
Oh yeah.
All right, so this was a warm welcome for you, and this is live, my man. That's is absolute live. We've always every day. We have 5 days a week to show, and big names. Crocus was last week. Mark Storacci, and actually he says, I had to say hello to you. He said to me last week.
Oh wow,
Mark Storacci from Crocus.
Great.
All right, so your story is incredible. You had big success in the early 80s, and then suddenly everyone around you took off and became world stars, except one. And this is ANVIL. And who saw the documentary? I highly recommend the documentary. ANVIL. This is ANVIL. It's unbelievable, and I saw it last time. Do I have to see it again? I think I saw it already 10 times, and it's what a story, you know, what nightmare, you know, on the road, you know. I'm a road warrior too, but
it's what it is. And I still say that it was actually that tour wasn't quite what it was depicted, you know. There was no real losses, you know. At the end of the day, there was really no losses. There's been worse things through the years than that. That actually worked out really great. And look at what it did for the movie. It's fantastic.
Yeah, but during this time, you had no idea what the movie does for you.
And, you know, here's an interesting fact that wasn't included in the movie. We ended the movie or the filming in Greece. That actually the night when it said that there's no one here and it shows the empty, anyway, there's a whole bunch of stuff there that, anyway, that Greek part of the tour from Europe was what made it completely possible for ANVIL to actually do the whole tour that got filmed. But they never showed the shows in Greece because the filming people went home when we went to Greece. But the really amazing aspect of that tour was the Greek shows, and I think there were like 8 shows or 9 shows, which were absolutely phenomenal, packed, insane, just
I had I had Roster Boss here. I had James Rivera here. They're all
the finances that those shows actually made it possible for us to have done all of it for everything. It made
I just want to tell you when James Rivera from Hellstar was here and Roster Boss, they all had shows in Greece, and all the videos I found, this is insane. It reminds me of the in South America when they go crazy and nuts there, and it looks like Greece is the place to be. Unbelievable.
Well, it's interesting because ultimately, and like you're gonna it's actually heartbreaking in a certain sense that the saving grace of that tour has been the only time that we've been to Greece. Haven't been back.
No chance to go back again?
With all the touring that we've done, including China, as a result of that movie, we haven't been back to Greece. The guy that actually put on those shows is really resentful, really, really angry. And I'm not really 100% certain why or what the ill feelings, but he was a main promoter in Greece, and we haven't been back because he doesn't want us. Basically, he says, you guys are now famous, you're too good for me, stay away.
Really?
Isn't that something? Yeah. It's like, what the fuck? It doesn't even make sense. If you can make money, you go make money. What are you going to be picky? Really?
Yeah.
What, did I say something wrong? I don't know. I did everything that the guy asked. We played all of his shows. They were all packed. He made his money. So who knows? What can I say? But I think he became resentful in the fact that we became famous. He liked us better that we were underground. He liked the fact that we were an underground band and hard done by. He liked that fact. And now that we've become famous, he doesn't want to know.
This brings me now to the next question before we go into music. And I have to be honest, I only are able to play songs from the AFM label. All others I cannot play because they block us immediately because there's all the big labels. And I'm sorry, but we have great stuff out now. But before we talk about the new songs, bring us back and let us know now the real truth. Why ANVIL disappeared for a while? I mean, you never disappeared for you because you played the Canadian circus around, but you was already with Bon Jovi, with Whitesnake, all the big names.
It's misinterpreted and misunderstood. We were to America. We were obscure. To America, we were obscure. And that's what it's aimed at and basically explains. But how do you explain the fact that there's 12 albums before the album, before the movie? There's 12 albums.
That's what I'm saying. You're still...
Half of them were on Massacre Records. All through the 90s. So what's the downside? Like don't get caught up too much in what's beyond reality. The reality is there was 12 albums released, and ANVIL was not obscure in Germany or anywhere else in Europe for that matter. People have known about ANVIL in Europe for years. And many of our fans in Europe go, you guys didn't need a fucking movie for me to know about you. And they're right. Absolutely. If you're a European, particularly from Germany or even from Austria, you know very well. We were there in 93. Come on. some of those, some of the shows are unforgettable that we did in '93 on that tour. It's unbelievable. So it's not that we were. I would say that, and ultimately, and the real truth, we're still obscure in the USA to this day, even with the help of a movie. So there you go. And now we're at 19 records.
19 records. Holy shit.
So you think about that. Hey, it's not the amount of records you sell. Okay? It's the amount it's the amount of songs you write. That's what it's all about. The guy who wins the game is the guy that wrote and produced and recorded the most songs. That's the guy who wins. Not the guy who put out one album and had a hit single. Big deal. Who gives a shit? They're fucking forgotten about in a couple years. So what? There's enough of that. There's enough of that to fill anybody's record collection, and go ahead. You're bunch of bubblegum garbage. But the stuff that has any integrity, of course it's not going to be on the radio. Of course it's not going to have the mass love. What? You want everybody, and you know, the other thing is they didn't sell well. Well, isn't that a good thing for metal? If you sell too big, then you're fucking commercial, man. Then you're lame, right?
That's true. That's true words.
Well, what can I say? It's like, what's real metal? Real metal is uncompromising. It's not the stuff that Ronnie Dio was. Why did Ronnie leave Rainbow? That's
because he went to commercial. Yes.
That's right. And they asked him to do what they asked him to do. He said, "I'm not going to be part of." And that's a metal person. That's real. That's the same shit that I'm made out of. I'm not going to fucking do that shit. That's not what metal is. That's not what it's meant to be. You want metal, and you say metalhead forever. Metalhead forever. It's music that lasts forever. That's what it is.
True words, my friend. If I compare another
music that has integrity, that means something. And when you write some bubblegum song for American radio, that doesn't mean that the people in Austria are going to go, "That's a fucking great song." They're probably not. You know what I mean? They'd rather hear Jackhammer, right? They'd rather hear Mothra. They'd rather hear March of the Crabs. You know, they don't want to hear us doing, you know, some fucking bubblegum song. Fuck that. And I'm not going to be part of it. Just like Ronnie wouldn't be part of it either. If you're real metal and that's what you do, that's what you do. And you got to accept what that means. So no, I'm not going to be as big as Bruce Springsteen. And I'm good with that.
Yeah, I believe so. Lips, Ghost Shadow. One of the newest songs.
Right.
Tell us a little bit. What is... I mean, you hear the first riffs and you know it's ANVIL. Your voice, you have this voice, and it's no change to the 80s. And I was listening all back at the, you know, that is exactly, you expect from ANVIL exactly this sound. And you recorded this album in Germany, right?
Yes, of course. Where else?
Which studio? Tell us.
You're doing all the last bunch of... You do a metal album in a metal place. That's where you do it.
At the metal places where
real metal professionals who know that music and how to really properly record it. That's where that couldn't be in a better place. It's doing the right thing in the right place. You got to do that.
Tell us the place.
That's how I feel about it. That's how I honestly feel about it. I don't feel that anywhere else in the world could do a better job. That there isn't a better place to actually record. Really. I mean, it would have to be European anyway, one way or another. It's either the UK or Germany, one of the two. We did This Is 13 in England, and that was the start of the right thing. The other, we did a couple albums in Los Angeles, and that was okay. But honestly, I think it's really, really stepped up the quality going to Germany.
You recorded in Udo's place, right?
Yeah, it's sound quality.
Yeah,
the sound quality and the workmanship is phenomenal. Yeah. Really, really good guys to work with that really, really know. And it's important to trust and believe in the people that you work with, because it's a team. And what has happened is what the world is actually getting to know is you're watching the Anvil team grow, and we're growing together. The whole production team, the writers, everybody involved, and we have grown to know how to please each other. And in pleasing each other, ultimately, it will please the fans, because this is the best Anvil that it could be. Because the producers don't want it to be that way, and so do we. So you've got a whole collective force working in the same direction. It's wonderful. Great place.
Yeah. I chose another song. There's no video, so I helped a little bit to the animate the cover. It's a song, Food for a Vulture.
Oh, right.
Yes. So let's play the song and talk later, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Here's Anvil.
Cold-hearted business, brutal mentality.
All right, here we're back.
Wow, I haven't heard that in a long time, man.
Yeah,
I
very
haven't heard
cool.
that in a long, long time, to be honest with you. And it was great. I enjoyed it.
Me too. Because I have no so much choice because I have to stick to this label I can play. So it's unfortunately
that's fine. Hey, I didn't mind hearing that.
your catalog is incredible. And this is 19 albums. I remember when you recorded for the movies was the 13 with Chris. How was it to work with Chris again? I mean, this was a legendary producer. Unfortunately, he passed away. How was it when you came back? Was there the chemistry right away?
I think it's difficult to talk about it in the sense that you want to keep everything cool, right?
Mm.
Everything is in life is in its time, in its place, and that's what it is. You can be judgmental later, I guess, but I don't know. Was it a good experience? Yes and no. To be completely honest, I think that the end product could have been better. Certainly the mixes. At the end of the day, I don't. And these are things that nothing wrong with what's there. Not really, but I could go into other technical details that soured the whole, that makes me go there, that soured it. Mm-hmm. Let's put it that way. But overall, the most lovely person, one of the most lovely people I've ever known in the music business. I miss him with all my heart. That's the bottom line. There are things that happened and things, it's technical things that weren't anybody's fault. So I can't really hold him 100%. It's not really Chris's fault, the stuff that I'm talking about. It's certain people outside of just instructions by Chris to the people outside was the problem.
Yeah.
So, fault where I'm not pointing fingers. I'm saying that there was a couple of issues that were overcome. They were overcome anyway. So it's not. It's just I'm saying that you asked me about what it was like. I'm just in a hindsight. There were a couple of technical issues that kind of still shadow it to this day, and it's like you kind of scratch your head, whatever. But the overall experience was terrific. We've come a million miles since that recording.
Yes,
like, really?
I follow you through. Yeah, I must say, and I read also your statements about Johnny C.
Right.
That's and that brings me to the point. You're doing this so long now, and so long we know you as the crazy motherfucker who gives every show everything. There's no show you are weak or you're tired, but the moment you put your flying V on and you're on fire, and this is I applaud you. But this is unbelievable. We're talking here about over 40 years, and
yeah. Well, that's what we do. That's if you're real, that's what you do.
Yeah.
The show must go on.
That's right. And yeah, Johnny C. He was also one of the first actually in the States, right? Who realized there's a band in Canada. Damn, this could be the next big thing. And
well, he brought us down to the USA before we actually even played in England. We were going to go play the Donington Festival, and we were asked to come down to New Jersey to a flea market and play. And there were like 2,000 people going absolutely fucking nuts. It's like, what the fuck is this? We're thinking we're going, who the hell knows about us in the States? We didn't even have a record deal there. And what had happened is Johnny, he ran a record store in the flea market.
Yeah.
So he was really the only person that was bringing Kerrang magazine and all that stuff, and he's the only person bringing metal music to America at that time, that's selling it at imports, calling all the import companies and ordering records that, you know, from all the bands, all the obscure bands, because they're all on independent records. They haven't got American record deals, so he's loading up all the imports. Yeah. And there's a metal craze growing exponentially by the day in the USA, that the general people, the people themselves knew it was happening, but the people in the business completely no clue.
Yeah.
And really slow to the draw, you know, no clue that this is the up and coming. They have no clue. And yeah, and he hired us to come down and play this flea market, and that really happened. Yes. It's fantastic. Yeah. Very insightful, very insightful, wonderful person. We were friends our entire lives. We never really had disagreements or anything. We were always involved with somebody else in some part of the business when he was looking to grab us, and when we wanted him, he wasn't available because he was too busy with other things, and on and on and on. But never because we didn't love and respect each other. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just we never got a chance to actually to be attached directly to Johnny Z. We could have very easily been Anthrax had we made that decision, but let's face it, we're not an American band, we're a Canadian band, and to do that it would have meant really for us to move there. I mean, Johnny was the sixth member of Anthrax. Whether people want to know it or not, you read Johnny's book and you can find out about how much influence he actually had on that band's whole existence and who made that band big. You see, the thing is about metal music, people have to understand, you need a Johnny Z.
Yeah.
To make it.
The right man in the right time. And this,
for each band, you need a guy who's going to go run to the end of the earth for you and make you big. You need that.
Yes.
And it's a businessman. You need a businessman to go do that. But he has to have the belief like I do. And if he doesn't, he's not going to do it. You've got to have the hunger, the real hunger, desire, and everything else to do it. So these are the things that elude me to this day.
Can I ask you a question?
It's a very difficult, very difficult void to fill. Very, very difficult void to fill. And this, to a great degree, is the deciding factor of how far you can get. Because with the proper direction of a manager he can have the experience in which, okay, we need to do this. And I know this person. And I have the organization and the people working within my organization to sort everything out. That's what you need. Mm-hmm. Where are you going to find it? Good fucking luck.
If somebody knows, you know. You have your experience already.
Well, there it is in a nutsack.
I mean, if this is true in the movie, let's say, and you are the engine, you are the believer, you are the visionist, you see everything ahead, and Rob, he's following you, and he's driving the car, and how many times he said, "God damn it, I hate you," or something like this? Was there a moment that he says, "Lips, slowly but slowly, I can't do it anymore because you drive me crazy. Where are we going with this?" And you are the believer. Was it like this?
You come back. You can get angry. It's good. There's no problem. You can get angry. And if you don't, you have no passion. You have to get angry. How are you going to tell when you feel passionate about something? Right? You have to have anger. It's emotion. Emotion and communication. There you go. There's the answer to all lasting relationships. If you have emotion, as much love, you can have hate too. That's okay. You can have pure hate at moments. Sure, why not? It should all exist. If it's going to exist, it has to, because that's human nature. So therefore, it's all about balance, right? Everything has its form and its shape and its way of being, and you have to either accept it in its entirety, or you have to walk away. You have to learn to either tolerate, and tolerance is a great deal of it. The point is it's how far where that border is. That's what I find most about relationships and friendships, right? Yeah. It's you can get very angry at each other, but you know how far you can take it. And sometimes it go a step too far, and sometimes we've even gotten physical and beat the shit out of each other and really damaged each other,
All right, good to know.
But at the end of the day, it's just men being men,
Lips.
It's being men. So you can't solve it by this, then this. Come on, right?
Lips. The next song, true story or made up story. We talk later after we see the video. It's a cartoon. It's called Napped in Nebraska. True story or fiction?
This is a true story.
All right.
Are you playing the video?
You don't like it? You don't like the video?
Oh, are you going to play the video?
Of course.
Okay, that's perfect. Video's brilliant. The video is brilliant. You go play the video, and it's perfect, because then we can talk about what I want to know what happened.
Absolutely.
Watch the video, read the lyrics, and watch what happens, and that's what happened.
Exactly. I'm excited. Here's ANVIL, Napped in fucking Nebraska.
Thank
Ruby.
So cool. And you
Yeah,
believe every
I- a little while.
so tell us the story.
Fun.
What was you tour in the States and suddenly we stop it
Yep.
and
Generally speaking, yes. What happened was the night before we were playing in Portland, Oregon, where it's legal to smoke pot. So one of the guys that came to see us gave me a little, what they see in a little pouch of marijuana, and I'm thinking, okay, well, I hadn't been smoking, because I had quit cigarettes. So but I would smoke just the weed if I could on occasion, because it was very difficult for me to get used to smoking weed without smoking cigarettes. So I stayed away from weed for about 2 years at this point. And the guy had given me some, and I had it on me, and I forgot about it, because I haven't had it on me in ages. The guy gave me some last night. Anyways, so we're driving along. All of a sudden, we see a sign that goes, "Drug dogs on duty."
oh, fuck.
And we just all looked at each other and went, "Oh, fuck, no." Oh, no. And then we realized we crossed the state line. Like in between each of the they call it state line, and it's basically you're in Oregon, now you're in Nebraska. Bye. So what happened is they purposely wait near the border of the two states to pull over people coming in from the other state, from where the marijuana is legal. Right? Makes sense. So we realize, okay, you know what? Let's get off the highway. Right? Let's get off the highway and go hide all our pot. So just in case we get searched, they're not gonna find it. This was what our intention was. So as we're pulling off, the pot that I had, I going, oh shit, you know what? I want to get rid of it. I'm gonna stick it down my pants. So what I did is I pulled the pot out and I put it on the dashboard, right? Along the dash. And all of a sudden, we're off the highway, the air conditioning's off, and it's boiling hot. So I go, oh, fuck. And so I open the window, and the wind sucked the pot right off the dashboard, and it flew out the window. At the same moment, there was a police sitting in a parking lot beside the road. And he saw the weed fly out the window.
Now the weed make you stuck. Too much weed is not good for you. Now you're stuck. You're frozen.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you come
we
closer,
went over the overpass. And by the time we got over the overpass, the police come zooming up behind, right, really fast. And oh no. So at the end of the day, of course, the guy comes up to me. Did you lose something? And I said, yeah.
No.
He goes, I thought you threw it out. I go, no, I didn't throw it out the window. He says, well, I'm going to give you 2 fines. And I go, really? And he goes, yep. Littering. That means throwing garbage out, and possession of pot. That's what ended up happening. And it cost me, I think it was $600.
Wow.
Yeah. Good 500 euro, no problem. Bye. And that was the end of it.
Okay, so it's not so bad. No jail. No.
No, because it's decriminalized. They don't want to make you a criminal. They just don't want you to be doing it. Right? We're not going to put you to jail. We're not going to give you a jail sentence. We're not going to give you a police record. It's like, we told you not to park your car here. You don't bring pot into this country, into this part of the country. We told you not to. You're getting a fine. That's the same difference.
Yeah. Lips.
Except,
need something
except that if you do it multiple times, you might go to jail.
Yeah. Lips, I show you something and I need something from you too as a favor. But let me show you something.
Hi, we're Harsh, and you're watching Metalheads Forever. We're reaching Newton, guys. Yeah!
I collect short messages from our guests, and I would be not on screen. It would be cool. Hey, this is Lips from ANVIL, and you're watching Metalheads Forever. Can you do this for me?
Okay.
Wait a moment. I'm off. And then wait. I'm. You can start when you want because I cut later. I edit this, so I'm off, and then you.
Hi everyone. I'm Lips from the band ANVIL. And you are watching Metalheads Forever.
That was the best one, my friend. Very cool. Yeah. All right. Once again, from the album Legal at Last. Very, very cool album. I love it. And I chose to put my hands on the video. So excuse me, please, if you do like it. I try to have a little bit clouds to fit the cover with the angel, you know. Can we talk about this? Because normally usually your covers always the anvil and fire sparks. But here's an angel, Legal at Last. What was the intention to have a cover like this?
Well, the idea was actually it's the angel was on the front and the devil's on the back.
Okay.
You knew what the whole package looked like, then you'd understand it to a further degree. It's just that the cover shows the angel, but the back is actually shows the devil, the opposite, right? Mm-hmm. You know, but it's a seductive looking sort of devil with smoking a bong. You know what I'm saying? With like bat wings. You know what I mean? Rather as opposed to you know, feathered wings, you know, and that we were basically saying that it's up to the individual what your decision is about marijuana, ultimately, right? It's both sides. It's legal at last, and that even the angel smokes pot now, right? It's not
with heaven and hell.
It's already? Not the devil's drug, just the devil's drug, right? It just
wasn't it 81 with Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell, same.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. I haven't really taken notice of what exactly what they did there. They just had angels smoking cigarettes, from what I remember, but I don't know that if it's slightly different implication, I think.
Yeah. That's right. I chose the song "I Am Alive." Cool track, and let's play it, okay? And we can talk about the song later. Here we go. "I Am Alive." Here's ANVIL from the album Legal at Last. got to go. Another interview is waiting. Thanks for everything and the very best to all the people watching. Der hat es vor lauter Reden vergessen, dass er das nächste Interview hat und die warten schon. Er hat gesagt, oh, sorry, ich muss jetzt raus. Also, Lips kann sich leider nicht mehr verabschieden, aber er macht es eben mit einer kurzen Message. Das ist von Lips, hat er geschrieben. Unglaublich. Der kann reden und reden. Ja. Da kannst du fast immer das Wort bei ihm, aber er ist einfach eine Legende. Der weiß, der hat so viel mitgemacht und so viel. Tja, nochmal Lips. Thank you so much. In case you watch it later on. Thank you for the interview. And ja, liebe Freunde, ich habe noch 2 Songs vorbereitet von ANVIL, weil ich gleich hinterher spiele. Hier ist Legal at Last, der Titeltrack vom Album, wo wir gerade gehört haben. Und hier ist Legal at Last. Moment, Song.
Complexities yet to be seen. Change rules of society, we take responsibility. Is it what it should have been? It should have been. Not just like the past. Legal at last. Legal at last. Now you take your medicine, all a big financial win. Government is in delight. Find a cure for cancer, we're looking for the answer. Let's hope we've done it right. Done it right. Not just like the past. Legal at last. Legal at last. Legal at last. They say it's recreational, profits are sensational, money to be made. Give me doctors, good advice, just another human fight. Not the government's okay. It's okay. Not just like the past. Legal at last. 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 Legal at last.
Legal at Last. Und gerade habe ich gesehen, Palace haben mir ein Foto geschickt, und das werde ich euch gleich zeigen. Unglaublich, die Bühne von Palace. Und wer spielt davor? ANVIL. Da schau her. Unglaublich. Ist das nicht cool? Danke dir. Ich weiß jetzt, wer es mir geschickt hat. Was der Tom oder was der HP? Also einer von euch hat es mal so geschickt. Danke euch. und jetzt mal so klein ist die Welt, ne? Darum hat der Lips gerade so ausgeflippt. Sehr, sehr cool. Ja. So, alle, die schon ins Bett müssen, wünsche ich eine gute Nacht. Danke für den Besuch. Danke, dass ihr dabei wart. Ich muss ein bisschen herrichten da. Ja, legendär. Schade, dass er das nicht mehr hätte ich es gewusst, hätte ich eine Verabschiedung. Da würde ich sagen, haben wir doch nochmal den letzten ANVIL raus, wo ich vorbereitet habe, einer der neuesten Songs überhaupt. Und zwar ist es Take a Lesson. Sehr, sehr cool. Hier ist ANVIL. Und dann haben wir noch einen, also bleibt noch dran, ein bisschen was kommt noch. Tschüssi, falls das Internet weg ist. Wenn nicht, bin ich nochmal da. Here we go. ANVIL, Take a Lesson.
Because it's a lesson in perseverance, it's a lesson in passion, it's a lesson in doing something from the heart, and I feel like tonight, for the second time in my life, I'm in the right place at the right time because I get to introduce a great rock and roll band, ANVIL!
From being led astray, ignore the stupid things that people say. Backstabbing liars, how they deceive. They're not the cure, they are the disease. When you know you're right, follow your heart. Never let anyone rip it apart. Take what you got, till you have not. On the spot, it's you they forgot. Won't you, won't you, won't you take a lesson from me? Don't you, don't you, don't you turn your back on me. Never giving up is what they always say. They never had to work for a single day. Backseat driving on an easy street. The competition you must defeat. Vision is clear, long career. Look in the mirror. Won't you, won't you, won't you take a lesson from me? Don't you, don't you, don't you turn your back on me. Take it from me. Starting out, thought I knew what it was all about. Many roads that led to betrayal, the enemies that hoped I would fail. Left behind in a cloud of dust, learned to love and hope to trust. I got it right, all in hindsight. I saw the light, the future is bright. Won't you, won't you, won't you take a lesson from me? Don't you, don't you, don't you turn your back on me?
Take a lesson. Da haben wir es mal gesehen, die ganzen guten Stories, die ganzen geilen Videos. Von über 40 Jahren sind die on the road. 40 Jahre, Freunde. Das ganze Leben. Ne? Und immer noch on fire und immer noch auf der Bühne und immer noch recording. That's the real deal. Für alle jungen Bands, da könnt ihr mal Scheibe abschneiden. Die haben alles durchgemacht, was man durchmachen kann und sind immer noch da. Wunderbar. So, Freunde, wir haben noch ein Video von einer Band, die ich auch gerne wieder einladen würde. Mal schauen, wie es aussieht. Auf alle Fälle, morgen gibt es nochmal Trash. Jawohl. Und zwar aus Berlin. Die Berliner Fatal Embrace. Also, morgen einschalten, abschädeln und übermorgen am Freitag haben wir keine Band, also hat sich keine mehr gefunden auf die Schnelle. Dafür macht man eben ein Best of Metal und als Special Guest haben wir Mike's Metal Store. Da werden wir unseren Partner vorstellen und natürlich wieder eine große Verlosung. Und wer noch reinkommen will vom Fanclub und unsere Thunderstrucks, wer Zeit hat, kommt rein, macht uns gemütlich und metal wir gemeinsam durch den Abend. Also wer Lust und Zeit hat, kann reinkommen, schreibt es mir einfach und ganz gern lade ich euch ein, könnt ihr mit Part sein. Okay? So, Freunde, das war's. Danke fürs Zuschauen. Danke, dass ihr ein bisschen Verständnis habt mit dem Internet, aber da hängen wir nicht drin. Wenn das Internet weg ist, da kann ich Brieftauben schicken. Das war's. Dankeschön fürs Zuschauen und geht's ins Bett, seid brav oder seid nicht brav im Bett und gebt Gas, seid morgen wieder dabei, da freuen wir uns und danke für den ganzen Support. Das war's gewesen und hier sind liebe Freunde, die ich ganz gerne wieder in der Sendung hätte mal, weil sie wirklich cool sind. Eine der coolsten Sachen überhaupt. Hier sind Iron Saver, Are You Ready? Irgendwie geht es heute nicht mit dem Internet, aber ich probiere es trotzdem. Hier ist Iron Saver, Are You Ready?